Hi guys, welcome back. This was the last week that we did. I've been doing about 1 or 2 of these a week right now, and we're gonna start gearing back down to just doing 1 a week coming up here real soon. So the next week that we're gonna do is the week of March 20th through 26th. This is the week that I flew to Connecticut. So we are going to have a travel themed one. When I fly home, I'll probably do another travel themed one, which is gonna be the next week, I think. So I was there for 2 weeks, so I'm not sure if it's that week or the week after that. But this is a little different than I'm used to. So here is the bottom washi layovers, or overlays, sorry. We had road tripping, and then we have these underlay things. And then here's the actual kit. There's not any, normally these are like meant to go over the tops of these, and they're not. So we have full boxes, and then we have check boxes, which I thought she got rid of. Then we have more full boxes and like half boxes. We're gonna have a few days in here that are nothing days because my best friend had gallbladder surgery, and I was there to help take care of them as well as their little one while they were recovering. So we'll go ahead and get started on the base and just kind of feel this out, because this is slightly different than I'm used to. So we're gonna just play this by ear and see how it works. So yeah, this week I went to Connecticut. We lived in Connecticut a long time ago, when my kids were like super little. It was the first place that we lived where we didn't add to our population as a family. So our first duty station was in California, and that's where my son was born. And then our next duty station was in Washington, which is where my other two were born. And this was the first duty station that we lived in that was all of us together as a family, which is kind of fun to reminisce on. It's I don't know, it's weird. And I made I have a couple of friends that I made there. I made 3 friends while I was living there. I have a tendency to only make 1 friend per move. And that particular move, I made 3 really good friends. One of which I'm still Facebook friends with. One of which I would say I'm friends with. We're not super close anymore, but I think given the right circumstances, we could be again. And then the last one is my lifelong bestie, and I am thankful daily that I have them in my life. I talk to them daily also, which is fun for me. But yeah, when I had my hysterectomy, which it was 4 months ago, just a couple more days, which means that I should be fully healed here momentarily, which I'm excited about. But we both have bad stomachs, and they found out that they have gallbladder issues, which was funny because when they were doing all of my CT scans and MRIs and that kind of stuff for my hysterectomy, trying to figure out what it was, what was wrong with me, why I wasn't getting better, that kind of stuff, they found out that I have gallstones. And so eventually I will also need this exact same surgery. I just didn't care enough to have the foresight to get a hold of my surgeon beforehand, because they found it after I had my initial consultations. I found it in the reports when they would do my CT scans to make sure everything was still fine, because they thought that I had this massive infection and they were worried about my tube exploding. So I had a lot of imaging done to make sure that that tube was still intact. Every time the pain got like psychotically bad, they would go in and check it to make sure that it wasn't coming apart. And in one of those, if you read the whole pathology report or the whole CT report or whatever, you would see that I had gallstones. And it makes a lot of sense because I've got a lot of stomach issues. I don't really want my gallbladder taken out just because I do not like being under anesthesia. My body does not take it well. And we actually came to a conclusion that it's probably not the anesthesia that my body has an issue with. It's probably, my brain stopped working. I'm sorry. It's probably not the anesthesia. It's probably whatever pain reliever they give you while you're under. Because I had no idea that the anesthesia knocks you out, but it doesn't actually do anything for your pain. It just knocks you out. And I realized that there are several painkillers that have a tendency to make me really, really nauseous. And I'm wondering if that's what happened, why the anesthesia has such a profound effect on my stomach and how come it always makes me sick. I'm wondering if it has less to do with the anesthesia itself and more to do with the fact that I probably have an issue with one of the painkillers. I didn't realize that when they put you under that wasn't the end all be all. I thought it was, and I found out recently, right before Ash's surgery, that it's not, that the anesthesia just knocks you out, that they still have to control your pain themselves. So if they can see by your blood pressure and stuff that you are in pain, they'll give you painkillers. I didn't know that was how it worked. And that's why I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's not the anesthesia I have a problem with, but the painkillers I have a problem with. Because when I came home from the hospital, because a couple of times that they gave me different drugs, and I can't think of what the drugs are. I want to say one of them was Demerol. And then they gave me something else too, because every time I would go in, I'd have to get like a refill. Every time my pain would get really bad and I'd run out of pain meds, I was on opiates for like 3 months. It was great. Luckily, I seem to have the non-addictive personality trait or whatever it is that runs in my family, where we have a really hard time being addicted to drugs, which is ironic because half my family can get really addicted and the other half my family can't at all. There's not a lot of middle ground in my family right now. But it looks like I have the non-addictive kind because I was on opiates for like 3 months. And the moment that I could stop taking them, I did. It didn't even blink an eye. It didn't faze me at all. And I know that that's not common for a lot of people. A lot of people who have to spend months and months on opiates get addicted to them and have a hard time coming off of them. I am not one of those people. And I'm very, very thankful for that fact. Because if I was one of those people, I would have been screwed. Because I was on literal opiates for months. I started taking them in like October and I didn't have my surgery until January. So do the math, whatever that is. I did try other forms of pain reliever. I did just over-the-counter stuff. I did the arnica or whatever it's called. It's based off of, it comes from a flower. I did all of the herbal remedies I could find. I tried very hard not to take too many of these drugs, but unfortunately, when you're in as much pain as I was, there's not a lot of options. So now I'm curious, and it's one of those things that if I have to ever have a surgery again, I will talk to them about, because I know for a fact a couple of the drugs made me pretty sick, and I don't get sick easily. So, yeah. Anyways, but I got to be there for them while they were going through the recovery for their surgery, and I was very blessed for it. I think I'm mildly allergic to something because I keep sneezing, and I'm not sneezing lightly. I am sneezing so hard that it hurts. Oh yeah, and my eyeball is twitching really bad now. Okay. One more. Okay, that's empty except for the work labels, which we'll save because I don't have a normal work schedule, but I kind of want to figure out a way to use those work labels. All right. Yeah, so when I found out that I was going to have my surgery and we weren't sure if my husband was going to be able to come home and take care of me afterwards, Ash looked into coming themselves, and luckily Pat was able to come home, so they didn't come, but they were trying to figure out how to arrange it so that they could come in case I needed them, which, let's be real here, that's wonderful. That's the sign of a good friend. Somebody that's going to stick through with you regardless of how you're doing. And luckily, Pat had some miles because of the job that he has in the military. He flies a lot. And because he flies a lot, he was able to rack up some airline miles. And he had enough airline miles to get me to Connecticut. I think I ended up spending $12 plus the fee for my bag. So what? So like $72 or something stupid like that. $30 each way for my bag. Oops. And the $12 for the actual thing itself. I do have a vlog from when I was there. It was a reading vlog. It was our first Besties book club. We have read 2 books together at this point in time. I don't know if we're going to film anything for the second one because I already finished it and they haven't even barely started it yet. So I don't know, but I used it for the readathon that I'm working on right now. It is oddly dark right now, and so I'm hoping that this looks okay. I usually have a problem with it looking fine in the window, but normally once I actually get it to my computer, I can fiddle with it a little bit and make it so it's not so dark. All I usually have to do is just balance it out, and it usually comes right up so you can actually see it. But it's oddly dark. It's only noon, and it's already kind of dark outside. But I want this to go up tomorrow, so I don't really have the time to film this later because it takes a while for it to render. It doesn't take me long to actually edit it. If you can't tell by my rambling, playing with me's in the past, I'm actually kind of surprised these things are only like 20 minutes long because I definitely have a tendency to ramble in these. But I kind of just go through them and I kind of figure out if there's any like lulls. So when I'm looking for stickers, I'll cut all that out. I try to stop the whole camera so that way I can like look in peace and not have to worry about saying anything. But I know sometimes I forget and I have to go edit it out because if not, you'll literally have like 5 minutes where I'm just sitting there looking through the stickers and not talking even a little bit. And I've tried to talk while I look, but for some reason the mic on this camera kind of sucks. And if I'm right under it like I am right now, it sounds fine, but the moment, excuse me, the moment that I actually move, it doesn't sound right. It just sounds muffled. I have a plastic eater. And he has been attacking my sticker supplies because all the cellophane that all the stuff comes in, he thinks it's like delightfully yummy. Okay, is it stupid that I want one? I want one of these cups. These Stanley cups. Everyone's been like raving about the stupid things and I'm just like, I kind of want one now. Oops, that one goes here, not there. So yeah, we don't have the overlays for this part, which we usually do. I'm not sure if I like this or not, that she didn't put overlays in. I don't know why she didn't put overlays in, but we will see how we like it. All right, I need something for the top corner. That one's cute. A glamorous motel. Does that exist? All right, we also have these in different skin tones and shirt tones. And we also have these ones. I have done a lot of road trips. But nothing recently. We had a 3-week-long road trip I don't know, almost a year ago. It was in June and this is May, so do that math. Okay. All right, let's see. Where is this? Okay. I'm going to use some more of these because I have them. And my brain has stopped working. What am I doing? I'm doing the sidebar. Congratulations to me for being brainy enough to remember what I'm doing. Okay. That is so crooked. Can I fix that or am I screwed? Oh, shit. Wow. There is going to be no stick left on this sticker when I'm done with this. There we go. Ugh. All right. Well. Okay. That look okay? Kind of? Sort of? All right. And then we have, I don't know where this weird accent is coming from, and I'm sorry. Maybe it's the Southern in me. I used to live in Texas, and every once in a while my yeehaw comes back out. I don't know why. It just does. I do miss Texas. I wish that politically it was better so that I could move back someday. But the way that the politics are there right now, I don't know if it's safe to move back when I have a teenage daughter. Because I do not feel like her getting persecuted for the body that she lives in. Put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. These are so cute. I love road trip stuff. I love road trips. My son does too. He's so funny. He loves traveling, but he hates traveling at the same time. I'm one of those people that when it comes to traveling, I worry about deadlines. Like I worry about when we're going to get there, you know, but I don't necessarily, but I like the actual traveling itself. But he's not overly fond of a lot of the aspects that come with traveling. Road tripping, even though we're not road tripping, we're flying in an airplane. All right, so I've got a couple of leftover thingamajigs, and then I need to finish putting on the rest of my full boxes. Gas. That's the one problem with road tripping these days. The gas prices are insane. And I feel like they're actually when we were in Connecticut, they were like $1 cheaper than they were here. And it's strange. On base, we're supposed to get like the best price gas. Costco's got the best price gas by leaps and bounds. It's literally 21 cents difference between the Costco gas and the gas on base. Okay, so let's look here. All right, so on Monday, it was free. Oh, well, look at that. I have a couple of dinners and I got meds in here, but that's all I've got. All right, so for this day, wow, this is going to be a longer one than usual. Maybe it's because I put the overlays on. I didn't know. Okay, so we have one of those. And I want to use this sheet first because this is the more decorative sheet versus this one, which can be used later. All right, so we did packing. I returned my rental car. I did lots of laundry. I changed my bedding. We went to the movies. Do I have a movie marquee in here? Yes, we do. So we'll do that one. I think we're probably gonna need both for this day. I know there is ones that we will not need. Blah, blah, blah. But this is not one of them. All right, so we have a movie marquee. We went and saw Ant-Man. It was free Dairy Queen cone day. So my daughter got a Dairy Queen cone. And let's see, we're gonna put packing up top in big one. And then we're gonna put return the rental car here. And then let's see if I have a laundry. I know I have a laundry sticker. I'm just not sure what to put it on. She used to have like the script stickers. She keeps going back and forth. I like the script stickers better than the non-script stickers. And so I'm gonna put the laundry and the bedding in like the same one, and we're just gonna say laundry. So let's go ahead and use one of these, and we'll just stick it up top here, like that. And we'll just put laundry right there. All right, we have, I know this is a road trip, but do we have anything that's done? I don't know why I'm holding on to that one. That one might be done. Okay, I don't see a spot for the flight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one here, and we're going to put one up top, and then I'm going to put a big one for my flight, a small one for dinner. I don't think we need to know that I slept on the plane. That's not necessary information. And then we're gonna put another small one because we dropped off the little at his grandmother's house because we knew that it could potentially be an interesting day with Ash the next day. Okay, so there's, this one's gone. We're gonna put the last one with the little Stanley cup, which I kind of want to try. Everyone's raving about. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Yay or nay on the Stanley cup. All right, then we'll put this one down here. And in here, we're gonna put Ash's surgery, when the little got dropped off. And that's really all we need to put in here because basically we slept all day. I helped take care of Connor while Ash slept. I'm going to put those on these ones, and I'll put them actually on in a second because it's easier to put them on when they're not on the coils. So just give me a second. Okay. So we have a little sticker for the laundry. And then I have these little bags, which I think are so cute. So I'm going to put a couple of them on because they're like the deco bags. But I think they work really well for the fact that I was packing. You would think they have a car here too because that would be perfect, but they don't. So put this little car here because we took back the rental car. And then I don't have a plane or anything for this spot, but we can just leave that alone. I'm not too worried about it. All right, and then we have Ash's gallbladder surgery, which, like I said, went really well. I was a little worried about them, but everything was fine. And then we got Connor back around 9:30. That way he didn't wake up with a stranger. He only like came to me. He was not happy. He did not like me for like a good solid week until Ash was up and moving again. Okay, so there is the beginning of the week. A lot of stuff, but not a lot of stuff, if that makes any sense. I don't have any idea what we ate on Wednesday. But I'm assuming we probably just didn't even have dinner. We probably just had snacks because Ash couldn't eat yet. All right, so the next part of the week. It was a really, really bad pain day for Ash, so we stayed in bed all day, and I just wrangled the little one, and we basically watched Bluey all day. Like literally just Bluey. That's all we did. So I'm gonna go ahead and put another full box here, and one of these there. Okay, so for Ash, I'm gonna put this here just to denote that it was a bad pain day for them. And then I'm gonna put a big one right here, and we're just gonna put Bluey there because that's what we did. My thing is telling me that there's new upgraded flex offers, and there is for tonight. I don't want to do one tonight. See, look, those are for tonight. I don't want to do them tonight because I already did one today, and that's more than I did tonight. That's rude. And then the rest of it's all still 70. We're gonna wait because it's not worth my gas. But when it goes off, we check it. Okay, let's see. So Friday again was a pretty much nothing day. We started picking up over the weekend though, which was great because Ash was still super recovering. And so Connor went to his swim lessons with his dad. And I stayed home and took care of Ash. And Ash was not feeling well at all. So we're gonna put a big one here for Connor's swim lessons. And then we're gonna put another one here for taking care of Ash because Ash is just not feeling well. Luckily, it all seemed to help a lot once they were able to get off of the big painkillers. So once they were able to stop taking those big painkillers, their nausea got a lot better, which is the same thing that happened to me. And I swear to God, when we do a 23andMe for them, I would not be surprised if we found out that we were actually related. Okay, there's 2 left. Because the fact that we react the same to a lot of stuff is just eerily similar. We went to the mall and to dinner. So let's see what we have. Let me think. Oh, yes, man. We could put this on here to make it all zhuzhy. Look, it's zhuzhy. Then we can put, I don't know the rest of these. Okay. We still have all of these left, which we will use some of in a minute. Okay, so we went to the mall and we did some running around with the little man to try to get his energy out, because I mean, he's 2. No, he's not. He's 1.5. He's 1.5 and he needs to relieve the extra energy. All right, so we're gonna put and let's see. I'll put one of these here too, because I started a book, which I can use my little start for. I got more of those. Just got them in recently. I don't know if you guys want me to do hauls for stickers or not. I haven't been doing hauls for stickers at all. Okay, so we went to the mall. And I'm going to use this for the mall. And then we're also going to use one of these. Because we spent like all day there. This was a day. So we did Barnes & Noble's, the play area, the carousel, and then dinner. And I'm terrible. I started a book here. Little man spent the night away from us. So we had a night without him. And then I am going to put this in. I'm not going to make a big long thing about this, but Ash's husband found out the hard way that men can get roofied too. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I don't think we have any real stickers to put in here. This is definitely a more basic one than we are used to. It doesn't have a ton of stuff on it, but I think that has more to do with the fact that we just don't have much to put on there. So I didn't use any of these. I'm gonna put them aside and I will use them in my other planner or something. These I won't use. These are almost completely untapped, so I'm gonna save those. Saving these. I don't know if I'm gonna save those or not since they're almost completely gone. Same with this one. We'll probably save it for a little while because I've been using these colors in my smaller one and I keep running out of squares. This one I will save for sure. This one I'll probably save. I need the weekend banner off of it. Oops, I need the weekend banner off of it. Not all the other stickers. Oh, and of course I ripped the weekend banner. That's just peachy. All right. Okay. And then I have a little bit of this stuff left. I've just got a little bit of lots of stuff, but not a lot of anything. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all of it, but we will figure that out. But that is the final view. I think it turned out really cute. It was pretty basic, but that's what happens when you're helping somebody heal from surgery. And that's all for this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.